Nikita Dragun just got detained in a psychiatric facility for the past 8 days, and we need to talk about it ASAP. Before we get into the messy Nikita Dragun topic, because trust me y'all, there's a lot to uncover in that topic alone, we gotta address the chaos that happened in Trisha Paytas' wedding and the way Mads Lewis got the entire internet mad at her after she stood up for Bryce Hall's actions. All I need is a prayer and some tea. Is it weird to y'all too, or am I just acting all crazy because I don't think I've ever seen both Mads Lewis and Bryce Hall interacting with each other? This TikTok world is literally confusing as heck. It's been a while, and by while I mean months, since I've talked about Mads Lewis on my channel, and for a hot minute I thought it would be better if I gave Mads a break because I literally noticed myself dragging this poor girl in every video I made. But I figured it would be best if we all just ignored her because we know how she gets really messy when someone gives her attention. Surprisingly, Mads has been focusing on herself for the past few months after she started minding her own business by going back to posting on TikTok with her boyfriend Christian without causing any drama. And honestly, I think that was the best decision she has ever made in her career. Until my girl decided to spice things up this week just to get, you know, a little bit of clout by going to a Snapchat interview called The Rundown and talk about her TikTok friends. And in the middle of the interview, she decided to mention how Bryce Hall is a nice guy, but he's just a wild child.
Is Bryce a nice person?
Bryce is such a nice person. I've known Bryce for such a long time. One of the first people I've met in social media, and he's just a wild child.
I wonder how much he paid her to say this. After Mads claimed that Bryce Hall is a nice guy, she then continued talking about Noah Beck and her boyfriend Christian and how they're the most loyal, sweetest, friendly guys in LA. She even went ahead and talked about Dixie D'Amelio for a second and how they both came back from toxic relationships in the past.
Noah and Christian, I think, are the sweetest men I've ever met in LA, and I think me and Dixie both came from like that same toxic past with, you know, ex-boyfriends and things like that.
At this point, people were just confused and disgusted with the fact that not only Mads was out here defending Bryce Hall, but she was even speaking on Dixie and Noah's relationship in the interview. Just take a look at what people had to say. Why is she speaking on someone else's relationship though? LOL. She stayed talking about everyone but herself. ISTG. Is Dixie even friends with her? Dixie's hella close with Nessa. LMAO. Anyways, y'all, I know Trisha Paytas is waiting for me to reach the topic because apparently got married and even got bullied for it. I'm sorry, Trisha Paytas, but when TF did you get married out of nowhere, and when did you even snatch a man? When I heard that Trisha Paytas got married, I completely froze. And I'm not even making this up because I thought it was some kind of stunt or joke these YouTubers and influencers pull on us. But girl, legit got married this week. And based on the videos I've seen, I guess it was the most Trisha thing I've ever seen. As y'all probably don't know, Trisha Paytas has been dating this guy called Moses Hackmon for a while now, after he started appearing on her channel in every single video. Even though they both faced a lot of arguments during their relationship, no one really expected them to last at least a month together. Since, well, they got engaged a month after they began dating. And guess what? They even got married earlier this week. Yeah, guys, apparently the wedding took place at a Four Seasons hotel, as the attendees wore only white dresses while her and her husband wore black dresses and suits. Just take a look at these videos.
Most iconic bride and groom entrance ever. Wait for it.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful
The fact that Trisha and Moses walked down the aisle while singing is pretty iconic. But anyways, the wedding seemed to be going pretty great in my opinion, although the internet had a lot to say about it, since not only did they complain about the wedding being cheap AF and how Trisha seemed to be putting more effort in Halloween party instead of wedding. And on top of this, some people even thought Trisha intentionally made wedding day the day for her sister-in-law's birthday as a way to take all the attention from her.
One of these reasons is that Trisha had her wedding the day before her sister-in-law Ela Klein's birthday. And they're basically saying that her having the wedding right before her birthday was intentional.
With that being said, y'all, here are some of the comments people left on the situation. Y'all need to let her have a happy moment. It's not y'all's wedding, why do you care? Do people have no understanding that the wedding is meant to be the way the bride and the groom want? She is a bad person, but let her have her wedding. Anyways, y'all, let's just end today's video with Nikita Dragun getting detained in a psychiatric facility. Major trigger warning, blood, fresh cut. Not gonna lie, I've been studying this situation for the last couple of days, you guys, and honestly, there is something in this entire story that seems pretty fishy. And I'm not just saying this because it involves Nikita Dragun. I'm talking in general about how this situation escalated so quickly. To make this very short and simple for you guys, basically, Nikita Dragun has been gone off of social media for almost 2 weeks, and this wasn't surprising to many people since Nikita has been taking her time off of social media to recover from her recent scandals. But this time, the situation was completely different since Nikita went on her Instagram story to announce that she has been detained in a psychiatric facility for the past 8 days. I have been detained for the last 8 days under a temporary detaining order and magistrate. I was kicked out on Thanksgiving Day. I walked the streets in the cold. I got picked up by the cops. I was hospitalized. I was administered into a psychiatric hospital involuntarily. I am okay. After Nikita made this announcement, as she seems to be leaving in her car, she then continued asking her fans and friends for privacy and that she will address everything that went down once she feels ready. God, I may never understand why, but I will always take on every battle. I believe in myself. At this time, I ask for privacy. Family and friends, I love you. When I'm ready to talk about what happened, I will. The stigma around mental health is tragic. What they do not understand, they shame. History is not kind to women who think like a man. They just call us crazy. At this point, people were just curious to find out what really happened to Nikita and how she ended up in a psychiatric facility until Nikita herself went on Instagram to make a post addressing the entire situation while posting videos and pictures of her being at the psychiatric hospital with possible fresh cuts on her belly as she tried to hurt herself. You know, as much as I want to believe this entire story, something about it makes me very skeptical because there is no psychiatric facility on earth out there that would allow their patients to use phones, but then there's Nikita posting videos and selfies while being at the psychiatric facility. But anyways, from what I understand from Nikita's story and how she ended up at the psychiatric facility, basically Nikita took a trip to Virginia to spend Thanksgiving with her family, only for her to end up getting picked up by the police for walking alone at night in the freezing cold. And y'all, this made the police send Nikita to a psychiatric behavioral health hospital where they tested her top to bottom and drugged her so intensely that she couldn't keep her eyes open for days. With that being said, Nikita went ahead and confirmed later on that she isn't pulling any stunts on us and she isn't embarrassed or ashamed to talk about how they ruined her mental health. I don't want to hide my truth. I know some consider mental health to be a shame or embarrassing, but this is me. Please read the caption. This is not for attention, but simply to express some of what has happened to me. Anyways, loves, make sure to click the video right above if you need more drama recaps on celebrities and influencers.